Well, cell is something that has three things a must. Number one is cell membrane. Number two is cytoplasm.
Sorry, just to just confirm, I haven't studied IGCC bio at all.
No
So
problem.
I'm starting from scratch because I was a commerce student, but now in my new school they're making me take it for IB. So I have to cover the last 2 years basically.
Yeah, but have you heard of like a little basic of what is? Then I think I should start from another topic. No, have you heard of cell?
Uh, Sorry?
Have you heard of cell? Cell?
I've heard, I mean, of course I've heard of it, but I don't know much because I'm very new to it.
No problem. Inshallah, no problem. So we can repeat the session time and again if something bothers you. So every living thing is made up of cells, no? So cell
Yeah.
is something may has uh, these three things: cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleic acid. If I ask you, this is, let's say, a diagram. Allow me to. Okay, and if I ask you, guess what is this? Can you? Excuse me. There's some glitch.
No, yes, sir.
Gentlemen, if this is cell, so what is this outside?
Uh,
Cell membrane.
Cell wall, membrane.
An animal cell, it is cell membrane. And this one is cytoplasm. What? Cytoplasm. Got it?
Yes, sir.
And then inside is a structure starting with N. We call it nucleic acid, the nucleus. And
Yeah.
inside nucleus is chromosome. Have you heard of chromosome?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. So chromosome is also called nucleic acid. So, okay, one more question to you. If I draw a diagram of a virus, virus has nucleic acid and there is a surrounding layer of protein coat. This is protein coat
Yeah.
and black, and inside is nucleic acid. So if I ask you a question, if virus is cellular or non-cellular?
Non-cellular
Mashallah, why? Because it doesn't
because
have.
there's no cell membrane or cytoplasm.
Oh, great man, very good. Because for cell, there must be three things. So virus is non-cellular,
Yeah.
or it doesn't have two things. It just have one. It has just one nucleic acid, right?
Yeah.
If I draw one more diagram, and you can guess this plant cell. This was animal cell, looks like this.
Yeah.
Plants have some additional structures also. It's nucleus. And there are chloroplasts. Have you heard of chloroplasts?
I don't know what it is, sir, but I've heard it.
Plants make their food by chloroplasts.
Uh,
Got it?
yeah.
And then there are dot-like structures called ribosomes.
Called what, sir?
Ribosomes.
Ribosome.
And there's another structure. I'll explain to you, each and every one, don't worry. Another
Yeah.
structure called mitochondria. And then there's another structure called mitochondria. And then there's another structure called mitochondria. Plants also have this. Mitochondria provides energy.
Yeah.
So let me first. Okay. So this is cell wall, the outermost boundary. So in plant cell, it is outermost is the cell wall. Then comes cell membrane. Oh, sorry for this drawing. Yes, I'm drawing with the tablet. Right now, basically,
No.
I thought you're not available, so I had come out of office academy. So now I'm
No.
fast from my car. So okay,
Sir.
outermost is cell wall. Then the next is cell membrane. Then this one, can you guess? VACU, vacuole.
Vacuole.
This guy is chloroplast. It is through which plants make their food, photosynthesis. And this one is obviously, what is it?
Nucleus.
Nucleus. Nice. And yes, this one is mitochondria.
Yeah.
Here, this one is mitochondria.
Yeah.
And this is ribosome. These are ribosomes. So basically,
Yes.
this is plant cell. You can see that plant cell has chloroplast, cell wall, which animal cell doesn't have, right?
Yes, sir.
Let me write on introduction functions. What mitochondria does. Inside cell, there are some structures. Inside cell, there's vacuole, nucleus, chloroplast, mitochondria. Do you see them now?
Yes, sir.
So nucleus, chloroplast, mitochondria, and vacuole. Let me give you a little idea of this. Nucleus obviously contains chromosome, right?
Yes, sir.
You can say DNA as well.
Mm-hmm.
And chloroplast makes food. Its job is to carry out photosynthesis. Have you heard of photosynthesis?
Yes, sir.
Very good. The process that plants make their food. Mitochondria gives energy. It is powerhouse of the cell. It carries out respiration.
Yes.
We also call it powerhouse of the cell. And vacuole stores water and minerals. Stores water and minerals and plants. So what is special for these all is that these ones are membrane bound. What does it mean, membrane bound? I mean, there's a membrane around them.
Yes, sir.
You see, membrane cover, membrane. So they all are membrane bound. Membrane bound. But ribosome, yes, dot-like structure, ribosome. This is different. It is membraneless. But look, if I draw ribosome, it's like this. There's no cover around this.
Yeah.
So ribosome is membraneless. What is ribosome?
Membraneless.
Yeah. So keeping this thing in mind, I go to next discussion. I'll give you a recap also. Don't worry.
Yes.
So, cells together make tissues.
Yeah.
And tissues together make what? O. A word begins with O.
Organisms.
Organs. Very good. Organ. And organs together make organ system.
Yeah.
And organ system make organisms.
This is in the animal cell, like animals, right?
Even in plants also.
Ah.
plants, fungi, every living thing.
Yeah.
So if I ask you a question like a red blood cell, what is it the example of? Cell, tissue, organ, organ system.
Cell.
Very good. For example, RBC, red blood cell, white blood cell, and tissue का example क्या होगा बेटा? Muscle,
Uh, yeah, muscle.
nerve, nerve.
Could it be ligament also?
Yeah, nerve is made by so many neurons.
Yeah.
And what about blood?
Blood is an organ. Ah,
No,
it's a
tissue.
tissue.
Because blood has white blood cell, red blood cells.
Yeah, yeah.
And organ is like heart,
Hmm.
eyes, even skin.
Yeah,
And organ system is like transport system.
yeah.
You know, our
Digestive system.
yeah, very good, mashallah. Our transport system has heart, artery, vein, capillary.
Yeah,
They're organs. Artery, vein, capillary, they're all organs. Digestive system. You know which organs are there for digestive system?
stomach, mouth,
Mouth,
uh,
intestine, these things.
intestines.
So
Yeah,
very good. This is cell, tissue, organ, organism. Organism is like the whole individual.
an animal, a human,
Yeah,
plant.
yeah. So okay. So let me take you to a new idea of prokaryote and eukaryote. So,
Yeah.
so there are two major types of cells. Prokaryotic cell. The example of prokaryotic cell is bacteria. Have you heard of bacteria?
Yes, sir.
So what features they have is they have no membrane bound structure. No membrane bound structure.
So this word you wrote is what type of cell?
Prokaryotic.
Prokaryotic.
Pro literally means no, and karyon is nucleus.
Ah.
So it's the name given when only one, today we understand that membrane bound structure is nucleus, chloroplast, mitochondria, vacuole. But initially, these were not discovered, only nucleus was known. So scientists
Ah.
believe that cells which do not have nucleus, they were called prokaryotes, and which had the nucleus, they were
Yeah.
called eukaryotes. So no membrane bound structure is prokaryotic cell. It has one DNA, and that DNA is circular. Circular means ends are joined. You see, not a proper circle, but ends are joined.
Yeah.
But for eukaryotic cell, U means true and karyon means
Yeah.
nucleus. So eukaryotic cell is something. The cell, इसकी examples कौन सी हैं? इसकी example है animals, plants, fungi. You will study all these in our classification discussion. Protoctist. These are examples of eukaryotes. So they have membrane bound structure also, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what are membrane bound structures of the cell?
Of the cell.
Yeah, inside cell, what are membrane bound structures?
Uh,
Nucleus
pro. Yeah. Nucleus, mitochondria,
and
uh,
chloroplast.
chlor
Partially.
chloroplast. Yeah.
Very good. So eukaryotes have opposite to prokaryotes. Like what? They have, they have more than one DNA and their DNA is
Yeah.
linear. Linear means look this way. Ends are not joined.
Mhm.
But in prokaryotes, ends are joined. This is linear, and eukaryotes DNA is linear, and prokaryotes is circular. And prokaryotes is one DNA, and eukaryotes is more than one DNA. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's one idea: specialized cell. Specialized cells are the cells which have changed themselves to perform certain functions. Please do not think that I am teaching you too much, because we'll keep repeating this unless you get very comfortable
Mm,
for this.
yeah, of course.
I just want to throw as much information as possible so you are able to handle the assignment. So specialized
Yeah.
cells are the ones which are adapted, which are
Mm.
modified to do certain job. For example, RBC. Have you heard of RBC?
Red blood cells
Yeah. What does it do?
carries oxygen.
Wow, it has hemoglobin as well. You must have heard of
Yeah.
hemoglobin, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
So how is it modified that it has no nucleus? What? No nucleus. So there is
No.
more space for hemoglobin.
Yes.
I mean, RBC looks like this. So it has no nucleus, so there's more space for
Hemoglobin.
hemoglobin. You understand what I say?
Yes, sir.
And then there's another cell, sperm cell. Sperm is the male reproductive, male gamete.
Yes, sir.
It is also a cell. It looks like this. You see, it has a tail. So sperm cell has tail, so it can move through the female reproductive tract. It has acrosome. Acrosome is through which it can make a cut in the egg to throw the nucleus in. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Acrosome is used to what? To cut,
Cut into the female tract.
to cut the egg. And tail क्यों
Uh,
होती है? Why is it tail? To move,
travel through the.
yeah, to travel through the female reproductive tract. Uterus आपके. Uterus is the place where it has to travel. Then there's one more cell, xylem. Have you heard of xylem?
Yes, sir.
Mashallah, beta, you know much about bio already. Xylem.
Just hearing
Uh,
things, sir.
no, really, it's a good idea, a good basic. I was thinking that मतलब बिल्कुल ही it's be crude. Xylem cell is one that its job is to carry water and minerals from roots to leaves. Yes or no? Xylem carries
Yes, sir.
water and minerals from roots to leaves.
Yeah.
So look, this is it was a normal plant cell needs to modify itself to become xylem cell. For example, this is plant cell with vacuole, with nucleus, with membrane, obviously, and then with wall. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Let's see how does it modify to become xylem cell. It becomes like this.
Hmm.
See, so what changes are brought? Number one, no end walls.
Uh,
These end walls, look, this one at the top and bottom, they end
yeah.
up for continuous flow. There
Hmm.
are no end walls, so water minerals should flow continuously, uninterrupted. Then this is narrow lumen. Lumen is internal gap. Lumen, you know what lumen is?
No, sir.
Lumen is internal gap. Like if there's a pipe inside of that. So for
Yes, sir.
example, with the pipe. So imagine this is the pipe. So wait. So you see, if this is internal, this gap is called lumen, right? Lumen. You understand it?
Yes, sir.
So it has narrow lumen. Why is narrow
Hmm.
lumen? To have more pressure or low pressure, less pressure. When you must have experienced this. that if you put a thumb ahead of a pipe, so pressure of water
Yeah.
increases or decreases there? Pressure increases now.
Uh,
Narrow
Yes,
lumen,
sir.
narrow lumen for more pressure because water needs to be carried up to greater height.
Yeah.
Then inside is their lignin. Lignin is something that prevents it from collapsing.
Yeah.
You know what collapsing is?
Yes, sir.
Like, it is noted that many a times people die, for example, when someone falls from big height, he or she
Yeah.
die even before hitting the ground.
Hmm.
It's a very interesting observation. For example, if a person falls from the height and he might die before touching the ground.
Yeah.
Why? Because look, if he does this way, just imagining that they're falling down on a big stone and they're doing like this way. Like, so
Yes, sir.
air track gets collapsed. I don't have paper with me.
Yes.
Where's the pipe? This one. See, when you do this, it gets collapsed. That's
Yes,
why
sir.
first aid involves giving mouth to mouth air
Yes, sir.
to open the air track,
Hmm.
you know. But for that matter, one must have brushed the teeth.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, vomiting could block the air track again.
Yes, sir.
Really, it happens. Even
Yeah.
someone is heavily drunk, so people say that sprinkle water onto the face.
Mhm.
They remains
Yeah.
alert, awake, is because excessive drinking, vomiting, that may block the air tract.
Yeah.
Anyway, so xylem could also collapse. To prevent xylem from collapsing, there is lignin inside to prevent collapse. You get my point?
Yes, sir.
Then there is another cell called nerve cell. Nerve cell, या neuron in short.
Yeah.
Nerve, it's basically the current, it is current that travels in our body, no?
Yeah.
Through neurons. So nerve cell must be elongated and insulated. Insulated, you understand, no? Prevents leakage of current.
Yeah.
So current travels throughout the body. This is insulated. This word is insulated. So these are adaptations.
Yeah.
Then you must have heard of ciliated cell. Let me draw nerve cell like this. This is nerve cell. Do you see that they're adapted, they're modified, they're not exactly like the cell, they're changed. बेटा समझ आ रही है ना?
जी, जी.
So this is sensory neuron. Sensory neuron takes message from receptors to brain वगैरह.
Mhm.
And there's another neuron, motor neuron, that takes message from brain to organs, effectors.
Yeah.
The shape looks like this. But they all are like what? Modified cells. Modified, you
Mm.
understand what modified is?
Yes,
Changed,
sir.
changed to perform certain function. अब एक और cell मैं
Yeah.
आता हूँ, inside our air tract, for example, this is our air tract, windpipe. Inside this, there are ciliated cells. They have cilia. So a ciliated cell possesses cilia. So you know what cilia
Mm.
do? They act like vipers.
Ah.
So they push the mucus up towards throat.
Mhm.
I mean, like, for example, ciliated cells will wipe mucus up towards throat. So whenever we close our mouth, that mucus goes into stomach where HCl kills the germs.
Yes, sir.
Ciliated cells में हम क्या लिखेंगे? They possess cilia to push mucus up.
Towards the
throat.
mouth, throat. Yeah.
And one more thing, one more cell is like, which is important, root hair cell. It's found on the roots.
Mhm.
You know, hair-like structures on the roots.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, root hair cell has finger-like extension to increase the surface area for absorption of water and minerals from soil.
Yeah.
So look, this is how it is adapted. We are doing how cells are adapted. The root hair cell has finger-like extension.
Extensions for more absorption of water and mineral.
Yeah, to absorb more water and minerals. So this is all. Now let's see some questions. I'm sure you, I know that you won't be able to handle all the questions because I just brief you a few things, huh?
Yeah.
But still, okay. Can you try? Palisade cell.
Of course. Yeah.
Palisade cell is from a leaf. It's from leaf. Can you help me label this thing, this outermost?
Cell wall,
Mashallah. What is
cell
second?
membrane, and then there's the ribosomes, the third one.
Third one, yeah, you may say
The,
cytoplasm.
yeah, fourth is the cytoplasm, fifth is the vacuole, and sixth is the nucleus.
Yes. Very good. What's the answer?
How does it differ from other cells in say plant?
You know, do you think every plant cell has chloroplast?
No.
Only leaves. I mean, the places which look green, the places which carry out
Yeah,
photosynthesis.
yeah,
You know, for photosynthesis, light is also needed. So root cells
yes,
do not
yes.
have chloroplast.
No. So the answer is D.
Mashallah. Perfect. Because all other cells will have cell wall, nucleus thingy.
Yeah, yeah. So sorry, so which part is the mitochondria?
Again,
The mitochondria,
mitochondria
which
is
part
not
is that?
shown here. One is wall, two
It's
is membrane, four is chloroplast, three is cytoplasm, five is vacuole, six is nucleus.
okay. Where are these
We never
cells
studied this.
found?
I just want you to make a guess. No matter if you go wrong.
Uh, the plant roots.
I know this is ciliated cells. They're found
Ciliated
and
cells.
bronchus. Bronchus is part of air tract, right?
Yeah,
So they push this mucus up.
yeah.
Okay, what do you think? These are all.
Which level of organization? Tissue.
Wow, wow, excellent. This is human eye.
What is an organ?
Man, excellent, excellent. This is a liver cell, liver cell. You know, liver is found in animals.
Yes, yes.
How many cell walls are there?
How many cell walls are there? Zero.
Zero. Yeah, Mahmood, why did not you appear in biology? You could have had A star straight easily. Honestly. No,
Sir,
by God, this goes no flattery.
biology has always been my favorite science because I was good at it before when I used to do it, and I found it very interesting. So
So
I've
why did you
always,
opt business and thingy? Mother, why not a medicine, a medical doctor?
sir, because I didn't like chemistry at all. So
Allah,
because of chemistry, I chose the other subjects.
oh man, I could make chemistry hell fun for you, inshallah.
Yes, sir, but yeah,
The time is gone
I
anyway.
was planning on taking biology O level privately as well. I was going to, but I didn't find the time for it before.
But still, I find you a biology person, mashallah. Anyway, so zero.
Yes.
So this diagram is a little मतलब वो misprint तो हम नहीं कह सकते. It got different from what it was actually.
Yes, sir.
after we. So let me put it right way. This thing. It is basically this one.
Ah,
I forgot to tell you one thing. The prokaryotes, do they have membrane-bound structures?
pro, uh,
No, eukaryotes have it. ठीक है ना?
no.
Acha,
Yeah,
you have to you have to watch my video after this when you find
yeah.
time. So please write important things on your copy.
जी.
So prokaryotes का example क्या है बेटा?
Prokaryotes का example. Sorry?
Bacteria. And they
Yeah,
have
bacteria.
no membrane-bound structures.
Yeah,
Like chloroplast, mitochondria, vacuole, they're not there. And they have just
yeah,
one DNA. And their
जी.
DNA is circular.
Yeah,
You can see here, this is circular DNA, right?
जी.
I made it again. I mean,
Yeah,
this diagram in black is not the real presentation. I show you. Here was this way. And then they have PPG wall. This thing I forgot to tell you. Like plants have cellulose wall and they have PPG wall.
PPG balls. Okay.
Plants wall material, plants का जो cell wall है, that's made by cellulose.
Yeah,
Now, if you look at this diagram, and I'm labeling things for you. This is cell wall, S is cell wall, and this is protein coat.
protein coat. Yeah.
This is nucleic acid. Okay, now can you handle this question?
Okay. L is a virus,
Very good.
and
C or D?
M is a
RD or delta?
yeah. M is a prokaryote. R is protein coat, and S is cell wall. So D.
D. Nice. Yeah, this one.
Palisade cell and a nerve cell are observed under a light microscope. Only the palisade cell has a vacuole.
Yes, mashallah. Can you label W, X, Y, Z?
W is the nucleus, X is cytoplasm, Y is chloroplast, and 7 is the vacuole.
Mashallah.
In,
W is
in
nucleus,
which label part?
X is cytoplasm. So, photosynthesis occurs in X, in Y.
In Y. Yeah.
Although we did not study, but starch is stored here.
Starch is stored where, sir?
And chloroplast. So it's Y, delta.
Ah. Yeah.
Can you think of this?
Which row describes the root
We
hair
did
cell
not
allows
study
water
full,
to?
na? It's, question is made keeping in mind the whole course. So some part of question is
Yes,
what
sir.
you studied and some you did not. So look, loses water is the job of leaf, not root hairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Increases the surface area of the root. Yes.
And it allows water
Allows
to
what?
pass into plants from soil, right? Beta.
Yeah.
This is another question is repeated. Can you guess of this? This one is vacuole.
What is vacuole, and then that's the nucleus up there. This is the chloroplast.
This one, where I'm pointing the cursor.
Oh, that one's the vacuoles.
Yeah. And then this one is nucleus, right?
Yes, sir.
This is out of course, and this one is chloroplast, and this is mitochondria. Mitochondrial inner membrane has folds, right? Mitochondria looks like this.
Sorry.
Mitochondrial inner membrane has folds like this.
Ah.
So X is
Oh, okay. Yeah.
mitochondria, and this guy is chloroplast, right?
Yeah.
ये भी हमने नहीं पढ़ा. ये group of xylem cells.
A
Xylem
group
cell
of
is called
xylem.
vessel.
Cell and vessel is the same thing.
Yeah, xylem cell and xylem vessel is same. So xylem group of xylem cells
So
is
a
called
tissue.
tissue. Yeah. Should I go fast now?
Sure, sir.
Conduction. Conduction means carrying. And
Yeah.
plants do not have bones. So xylem gives them support as
Xylem vessels transport the water.
yeah, but
Right.
they also give plants the support because plants do not have bones, na? Xylem gives them
Yeah, yeah. So it doesn't do photosynthesis or absorption. So it's C.
C. This is repeated. It's more or less. Can you guess this one?
What
You
is the
just
correct order of increasing size?
from
Increasing
smaller to
size. So
bigger.
smaller to largest. Uh, B.
Outstanding. Allow me to jump to some tough questions. ये भी हमने नहीं पढ़ा. This is
Sure.
classification. ये classification में हम
जी
पढ़ेंगे.
sir.
And now, yeah, this is plant cell where 3 is nucleus, 4 is vacuole, 5 are chloroplast, 1 is wall, 2 is membrane. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So what are not found in animals?
Are not found in animal cells. In animal cells, there is no wall,
Yep.
and there's no. So wall is one.
The 1, 4, 5, right?
Yeah, 145.
Okay, beta, you better go through this. Some questions might look hard to you because we didn't study things yet. But
Yeah.
I suggest you go through, and whichever is hard, you just mark it. Make a
Okay, sir.
circle around this. Okay, for example, this question might be difficult. This is palisade, these are spongy, and this one is, this is muscle cell, this is red blood cell, this is xylem, in this way, like
Yes, sir.
white blood cell, red blood cell, root hair cell, palisade. Then when you go to
Yes, sir.
theory, you'll find some more tricky versions. But obviously, do not worry and make a circle around. Note with you that this question was harder. Okay? Your job is to go through all MCQs and 10 questions, 10 theory questions. Whichever is hard, you can skip this. Okay? I'll send you
Yes.
video later. I seek your permission now.
Okay.
Give it up. Good luck.
Ji, sir.
Allah
Okay.
Hafiz.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Welcome.
Allah Hafiz.